Welcome back to Canyonlands National Park. Today, we're going to take a little side trip off the Elephant Hill Trail as we take you guys along with us to the Confluence Overlook of the Colorado and Green River. Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. This is that little point in time where I take just a second here to ask you guys a grave favor. If you're not already subscribed, and well, if you are, thank you so much. None of this would be possible without all of you amazing people out there. But if you're not subscribed, would you mind going ahead and hitting that little subscribe button down there? It's free. It costs you absolutely nothing. It is painless, I promise. But it really does help us out in a great way. As we make our way in here to Canyonlands National Park, the rangers were telling us that this black stuff you see here, well, that's not just stuff. That is actually a biological soil. It is all over the park out here, and they really ask you to tread lightly. Do not walk on it. It is made up of billions of actually living organisms. So it's not just black stuff. It is a very vital, important part of the national park out here as it provides nutrients to the surrounding plant life as well as the animals. So we learn something new every day. You're fixing to hear what I think is probably one of the most important conversations that you can ever have, and that is about trail difficulty rating systems. The National Park Service states that Elephant Hill is the most technically challenging trail in Utah. Now, you might be thinking, bah, I can do anything and everything. I'm invincible. I can do any obstacle there is out there. Nobody can beat me. You're wrong. Technically challenging does not mean from an obstacle standpoint. Yes, I have done way harder things than Elephant Hill myself. Is this one of the most technically challenging trails that I've ever done? Absolutely. Technically challenging means that we spent nearly 9 hours out here, guys. You are remote. You are going to see no one else. Remember, there's only 23 rigs a day allowed out here. Technically challenging means it is very long. It is very hot. It is hard on your rig. It is hard on you physically. So don't be overconfident when you come in here to say, oh, this wasn't technically challenging. You need to be prepared, hydrated. That means personal plus your rig, okay? You got to remember, if you break down out here, it is a $2,000 minimum fee to come out here. You're not just going to call your buddy to come get you. The National Park Service does not play that way. You are very remote, and it is very, very difficult out here on your rig as well as your personal body. So don't come in here and be overconfident that their trail rating system is not for you.
It said that this was a level 4 or something, but on the Badge of Honor app it showed a 5 to 7, I think.
Yeah, I can assure you, while this does have some technical stuff on it that we have done, this is by far not the hardest nor the most intimidating trail that we will do while we are here.
Should have filmed that. It's also, they have multiple different rating scales, so you have to try to figure out how to compare them to each other.
Yeah, because, I mean, realistically, think about you and Robert with your experience, something that you drive up to that you would look at it and go, I would rate that as an 8 or like, oh, to us that's a 4.
This is where we split.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. But like I told Robert earlier, I think experience is probably the best teacher. And the more that you do this and build yourself up that your Jeep is capable and that you can do it, then you'll get there.
Exactly. And the great thing is, you are sandwiched between AJ and I, and we are not going to not spot you whenever we come to something difficult. We will make sure and get you through absolutely everything we are doing on this trip.
That's what I told him. Like, I trust y'all pretty much with my life because I'm in the middle of the desert, which I probably have no business being out here. But hey, YOLO, I'm here.
So, like I say, if there's one thing to take away from the conversation is be respectful, all right? Don't have overconfidence that I can do anything, I'm invincible. Overconfidence will get you hurt. It will get somebody else hurt. It will get a rig in a bad situation. So just be respectful, pay attention. Don't let overconfidence and your self-cockiness of you being invincible and thinking that you can do everything and anything overcome these systems. Canyonlands National Park was founded in September 12, 1964 by the U.S. National Park Service, ultimately to preserve the area, right? I mean, there is such a diversification out here, whether it be ecological, archaeological. There's dinosaur tracks out here. There are petroglyphs. There are caves. There are arches out here, rivers. It's such a diversification out here that ultimately Canyonlands National Park is divided into what they call districts. 4 districts exactly. There is the Island in the Sky, the Needles, the Maze, and then the 4th district is actually a combination of what is called the River District, basically, which is the combined between the Colorado River and the Green River, which is where we're headed to here now. We're going to be traveling into the River District, so to speak. The diversification is unreal. I mean, we've seen anywhere from dry desert area, just rocky today, to like what we're in now, like a little bit of greenery and then transitioning back. And ultimately, we're actually going to end up in a spot where there's just miles and miles of just rolling green, grassy fields, which is just amazing out here. So the diversification is really strange. I mean, we are from Texas. We joke about the weather, right? Just wait around 15 minutes and everything like that. But the changes in what we saw out here today from area to area to area is just absolutely amazing. But the drive down here, like I say, see the grassy areas. I mean, it's just, the drive down here is amazing. But we're ultimately going to end up down here at the end of the trailhead, so to speak, where we're going to meet up with the actual hiking trail, where we are going to take you guys up and over the top of the mountain to the confluence of the Colorado and Green River. There's supposed to be a river out here somewhere where 2 rivers collide. We'll get there eventually.
Hold my water, Shell. I gotta make a waterfall.
What? I'm gonna drink all your water.
I don't think you want to drink that water.
Then I what?
You'll get cramps. You drank too fast.
Did you hear it? I heard it.
Did you hear it hit?
Yeah.
Dang it, I didn't hear it.
It took a while. So, welcome to the Confluence Overlook of the Colorado River and the Green River. Now, the Colorado River is the one that is coming in from top right, moving to lower left, and of course the Green River is top left, coming in and converging. As you can see, the 2 different colored waters was really kind of spectacular. Just the diversification, again, of the different zones where the areas come through, how much sediment they pick up, rainfall affecting it, runoff from the canyons. Of course, the mighty Colorado ultimately being the definitive river down here on this overlook. But again, just amazing. And you leave yourself speechless because as you look at it, you're just, the power of Mother Nature at work is just incredible. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. So that was the river confluence. Pretty cool though. Beautiful hike up there. It's definitely hot. Be sure you follow the good rule. Bring lots of water with you. You think you don't need it, but yep, you really do. From the parking area, it's about a half a mile up there. And it's not a real hard hike. I will say it's a little confusing figuring out exactly which way to go, but lots of hikers have been very kind and they have stacked rocks along the way, so just follow the stacked rocks. But we have made it back to civilization and we're going to get back on the trail. I wanted to give a very huge thank you to all of you guys for watching. It really means the world to us. We would never be able to do any of this without your support. Stay tuned next week as we're going to finish up our mini-series here on the Elephant Hill Trail here, a Jeep Badge of Honor trail out here at Canyonlands National Park. We're going to make our way back out of the switchbacks, get back to civilization, back into Moab. So stay tuned next week. There is plenty more still to come. We have a whole lot more trails that we're going to do, and we're going to bring you guys along with us. So until we Jeep again, we will see you guys next time.